Boom. Cheers, everybody. Hold on. Let's give it an extra second because Amazon was a little slow to load. But what's going on, y'all? How you guys doing? What's up? What's up? All right. So you guys might have noticed got a new little fancy outfit going down here. Had a great time at Express this weekend. Had a nice date night with Ashley. And so we updated the wardrobe. So you guys are going to be seeing me wear some of the new Express stuff. And I got some suits. Well, some suits. I got a suit with multiple shirts I'm going to be rotating through this week. So you guys can give me your favorite picks on if you like just the regular white. I actually got with a little cool design. I was thinking I was just going to get like a regular flat white, but it had this cool design that I really like. So I got two of those. Then we got baby blue or a powder blue, I guess. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Steve Harvey video where he's like, yo, let me tell you guys how you're going to make 75 suits. And I was like, all right, word, Steve, I'm going to give this a shot. So, I mean, I already have suits, but I'm going to literally from scratch build this wardrobe with the Express deal that I have. So Transparently Express is a sponsor of mine. So you guys will get to see that. But you know what's going to go great with that? This is actually a perfect segue into the Kufandi V-neck vest. So I'm really not necessarily a huge vest person, but when they sent me this and I put it on before my brother-in-law's wedding, shout out to Carl and Mimi. I was like, yo, I could see rocking a vest. This could totally be a thing I do. I'm not all the time, but or all the time. I might even, that's what I might do, guys. You guys got to let me know whether it's on Amazon or in the chat. Let me know tomorrow I'm gonna wear my suit. I wanted to get this was like just like a nice outfit that I wanted to just rock today because it's a little cold, it's a little dreary, you know what I mean? I thought it fit with the weather, unfortunately. So then tomorrow I'll rock a suit. All right, let's drop the link in the chat. If you guys also want to join the giveaway bank, we got our giveaway right here. Go to the link tree and get into our $2,000 giveaway. But let's look at the Kufandi V-neck. I'm actually just going to pull up my channel here and share with you guys the video I'm talking about where I'm rocking it right before Carl's wedding. And also let me know, how are you guys doing? Keep me posted in the comments and the chats. I love hearing from you guys. So like, again, I call this Coach's Corner or Coach's Coffee Corner. I think I'm going to just keep it Coach's Coffee Corner. Keep my coffee, you know what I mean? Speaking of which, let me just bump this up here a little bit. Shout out to a new sponsor of ours. Whoop, I'm going to bring it right over here. You guys see that? Bam. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. Well, yeah, there we go. Alpha Grind. So this is a new product I just got sent from a sponsor of ours this past weekend. And I tried it yesterday. So here's the thing. I like to let things kind of accumulate depending on what it is, the function, the purpose, the promises of the product. And right off the bat, I could tell you as a potential coffee substitute, as a potential pre-workout, or as like a cognitive performance aspect, it was like, I also like, so what we talk about with Alpha Grind too, I'll get into this. I'll also go in this at the end. You do half a scoop for 6 ounces of water. I did a full scoop and I already scooped it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm putting the whole thing in. And it was fine. Like but it was like, I don't even need that much. Today I just did half a scoop. And you guys tell me what you think, how I am perceiving as far as like, I shouldn't be probably too much different as far as a output. I don't talk that much more because I tend to talk faster than once I have regular coffee. But what I did notice yesterday was the ability to endure draining tasks, if that makes sense. So, for example, I did 2 hours of step ups. I did 1,000 step ups with a weighted vest on. I broke it up into like an hour and 20, and then I came back like hours later and did 40 minutes because I had to get work done. I had things going on. So I found that was a very effective option from like just a muscular endurance, like the ability to like stay on it and apply willpower, discipline, and focus. Not that I'm saying it's going to give you magic willpower, discipline, but what I've noticed is if I have a certain amount of energy, like true like energy or lack of fatigue, the ability to stay focused is greater from my experience, amongst maybe some other variables that are in there. I did my blood work like a week ago, so we're going to come back in like 2 months probably, check my blood work again and see where it's at by comparison, because there's some ingredients in there that can have a positive impact potentially. That's the thought behind the natural ingredients have a positive impact on hormone levels. So we're going to get that checked out. We're going to look at my nutrient levels, but mostly is like a I don't know if they want this direct comparison, but I think of like, I already have Alpha Brain from the Total Human Optimization stack. So I'm kind of like experimenting, and it's a great time to cross compare these amongst other things. So, all right, let's get into the vest. So I went on a whole rant there. I didn't even mean to, but you know how I roll, guys. And that's why I need you guys in the comments. You got to like reel me back in at times. So that's what's helpful when I have like Gina. Speaking of Gina, we're actually going to do a full sponsored, or at least I'm going to do a full sponsored stream on Saturday with Alpha Grind, where I'm going to rant and rave for like a half hour straight with their Alpha Grind and talk about some of their other top shelf products, and have some other products as well that we'll dig into. But so if you guys have questions, you can, I set a stream up for Saturday. You can set a reminder for it, and Gina's going to be jumping on as well. So you get to see us hang out, because that's something that's come up that people definitely want to see more of, or that miss at least. And then when we look at the data, you can kind of see that. So, ooh, here's the vest. All right, let's get rocking, y'all. So again, I arrived here by ranting about how I got my new outfit. And this week, starting this week, you guys are going to see me dressed up a bit more. So speaking of which, let's get into the Kufandi, the V-neck vest. Wait for it. There we go. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And we'll get it styling and rocking. See what it looks like. This is my picture. You guys are like me. Might take it down. Yeah. So, I got the extra large size. Typically, I made it with my large and extra large. So I'm curious to see how this is going to fit. Comes with a nice little like paper that holds it in place. I just love blue. That's why I got it. Now let's throw it on. Get the official feel. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Actually, one of my brother-in-law's wedding right now, and I'm excited to rock this. Just love the look here, y'all. What do you guys think? And yeah, the cool thing you can always do, it's got this little adjustable piece right back here. So if I want it to be a little bit tighter, I can always pull that in to adjust it and kind of give it this tighter fit and feel. Probably could have even went with a large here, but overall, I like the look. I like the feel. Ooh, okay. So yeah, definitely thumbs up, y'all. Nice little pocket square there. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat, because this is, again, hold on, let me just pull this up. Boom. I was just dropping it on Discord as well. I realized this is something that I'm focusing on. Like this all ties together, yo. So hear me out on this. Let's see if the chat loaded up. No chat. Let's check it on my phone. I got all the chats open at all the same time. So we got not only email, we got Amazon chat. Oh, what's going on? Wait, do I look like I'm straight up out of like a Kmart thing? Need some alterations. Oh, what's up, Alicia? What do you say? Need some alter? Oh, you mean on the vest, right? Yeah. So that's or you're talking about my jacket. What do you think? What are we thinking here? What do we want to go into next? Also, you guys get to pick when you're. So I would say, like, some of you that are on the other channels, you could totally hang out there. Yeah, for sure. And that's going back to what I was saying in the video too with the V-neck was I got it as an extra large. I should have gotten it as a large. Normally I wear a large, like this shirt's a large. Actually, this shirt's an extra large. So you know what I do, guys? This is also another fun fact I revealed behind the scenes. I like to get, because they have like, sometimes they'll have like slim fit or athletic fit or whatever kind of fit. So I like to get two sizes and things, get the large and get the extra large, see which one fits the way I want it to. And also I keep in mind, like, what am I wearing this for? Like if I'm wearing like this, I would even wear to go to, like, I'm not going to go work out in the gym, but I'm going to go to the gym just to go check on some stuff. Maybe, like put some gym equipment together or film some content, not for like demonstrating exercise, but just like me talking about topics. So I'll wear it like this. But if I'm wearing like a suit and I'm going to like a wedding or something, how I'm going to want to fit, it might be a little looser so I could like dance and move versus super tight. The blue vest screams Kmart. Does it? Nice. Oh, just because the color. Is it the color scheme? Amazon. So it just says Amazon customer. So I'm just going to say AC. If you want to drop your name, just let me know and I'll gladly like shout you out. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. I like the blue though. I also, since then, I've actually broken that adjustable part off so I can make it a little tighter. It's only get so tight, but once I like kind of tie it up, it actually fits even better. But anywho's, let's get into, we got some new fun stuff, guys. So I got a heated neck massage. This one I actually brought to the fights this past weekend. Do I want to go into that? You know what? Let's go to like the weighted vest. I was talking about this doing blue is nice. Oh, thanks, dude. Doing 1,000 step-ups yesterday for my workout. And I had this Zealous weighted vest on. So it was only 15 pounds. It wasn't super crazy, but it was the volume that 100% accumulates. It just takes time, dude. Like just doing step up after step up after step up. It's like I literally had a clicker with me to keep track of the count. Otherwise, I know I was going to lose it. Or you just like what some people can do. I don't necessarily like this. You can actually just time how long it takes you to do a rest. Like count the tempo in your mind and then just set a timer and then just go to that tempo. So if it's like 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down, you can just go to that and just have a timer going for it. But I always find that can be sometimes tricky. And a little bit, especially as fatigue settles in, that pace can change, things like that. But yeah, you guys are cracking me up with like the vest. All right, let's get into our weighted vest. All right, y'all. So in this video, we're going over the Zealous weighted vest. So I'm going to throw this bad boy on to show you how easy it is right out of the box, throwing it on. Now, the one thing I will say, it also comes with this really cool phone carrier, and it even has a second little strap here. So you have the first part for your phone, second little pouch for like keys, money clip, whatever you want to do. Again, that can zip closed. Now, it also has a buckle feature. So again, I can buckle this up if I'm going to do any runs. Tighten it the way I want. It has nice reflective straps on the front and on the back so that if you decide to go out running with it, again, you'll have that reflective component. And it's not only great for outdoor runs, cardio, you can do push-ups, you can do pull-ups. Perfect example right here. I like to use it for adding weight for the pull-ups. And as you can see, it stays perfectly in place. It's not restrictive. And this has a variety of weighted options, everywhere from 6 pounds all the way up to 30 pounds and everything in between. So definitely a thumbs up and a recommend to add more resistance to your workouts. And it can be actually great for as you're losing weight to help keep your body strong with the weight that you're losing. And just for another fun fact I mentioned to clients, put this on. If you want to lose 10, 20, whatever amount of weight you want to lose, buy that weighted vest and put it on. See how heavy that feels and imagine how good it's going to feel when you lose that weight too. Thumbs up all around, y'all. So let me tell you guys a story. We're going to pause on the weighted vest, and I want to stress that last point that I made because I don't know if it really came across strong enough. So I'm going to give a couple shout outs as I tell you guys this story. These are my favorite kind of stories. So like the long-winded, but also I think add a tremendous amount of value if you hear me out. So a friend of mine, Johnny Buck, shout out to Johnny Buck, Rogue Combat Club. Also, guys, so I'm going to be really transparent with you before I get in the story. I like to sit back, but I noticed Gina and I were talking the other day, and she's like, yo, you leave too much room between your head and the top of the shot. So when I sit normal, there's like the normal space that I framed it out for. But if I sit back, see how now there's like too much space? So you keep noticing me like sitting back and then, oh, right, I got to sit up to take away that space. So in case you guys are wondering, what am I doing? That's what's going on. So with the story, Johnny Buck and I were talking. So Johnny Buck's a friend of mine, owner of Rogue Combat Club. And we were talking about he's doing, I think it's a great idea. I'm actually just like doing the same thing myself, like a mini doc series after he was listening to a podcast by Andy Frisella, who owns or is the founder of First Form. First Form is like, if you guys ever heard anyone talk about the 75 Hard Challenge, I used the 28-day nutrition course during the 75 Hard. Like I literally just repeated it 3 months basically, or 3 rounds during it. So that's kind of like a reference point there. And you can actually, that's what's cool about this 75 Hard Challenge. You can do whatever nutrition plan you want. Just get a nutrition plan and stick to it. That's why I think the nutrition course, like the 28-day plan is so powerful because it's very adaptable, but it's also very effective and replicable. So anyways, we're talking about how Andy had lost like 100 pounds or something like that. And then he would do this hike to be able to like help him be active. And then what he did was after he lost all this weight, he got a weighted vest on, 100 pounds of how much he actually lost, and then hiked the same thing. So I think he was getting, from, if I gather the story correctly, as Johnny was explaining it to me, he's getting kind of hard on himself, getting down on himself, being like, oh man, like judging himself and whatnot, especially his past self that was like, oh, you were lazy or this or that or whatever. And words and image, self-image can be really, really, or is very, very powerful, right? The story we tell ourselves, what we refer to as CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, in the health coaching space, is that like internal narrative, or at least that's a pretty big role. So it's something I've been like more so in the last 2 years paying attention to and really diving into and helping clients as well as myself and kind of everyone I get to talk to. And that's why I like to share with you guys. So point being, he was kind of feeling hard on himself, put on this vest and did it. And he's like, dude, that was a crazy workout. Like I must have been so tough and resilient and strong, even when I had all that excess weight on, to be able to do this and to be able to get that done. And my point of saying all this, bringing it full circle, is being able to use a weighted vest, not only to help you as you're losing weight, or before you even lose weight. Like I tell people, like I was saying in that video, put the weight on. Imagine taking that off. That's what it's going to feel like to lose 15 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 10 pounds, 5 pounds even. Pick up something that's 5 pounds and feel it and like let go of that. Like carry that around for you a little bit. Feel how much, better it feels once you let it go, because it can be taxing. So the notion is you have to be very strong to be able to get through your day and be able to hold the weight that you have if you're like potentially overweight. And then when you lose it, reminding yourself of the impact you've had and what you've created in your life. So that's like an important story I like to share to give insight into the weighted vest. Not just it's great for workouts. You can increase intensity, especially if you're doing body weight, calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, dips, anything like that. Like even going for like ruck-based kind of hikes or things like that, doing step ups, doing squats, you want to go high volume, burn extra calories, you can run with it. I'm very aware of like having impacted load runs, even though I've done it and I have done it before, I'll do it again just because of back injuries. Again, I'm not a doctor, it's not medical advice, but what I will say is you want to be very mindful of the load you put on your back if you have back injuries or a susceptibility to that, okay? Especially if you're like, again, constantly high impact. If you're already running a lot, if you're a runner, like you're doing like miles a mile, like 20, 50 plus miles a week, having a weighted vest may not be the move. Maybe it is though. Like I would, depending on the situation, that's where like I can only speak to the clients I personally work with that fit into my scope and my area of expertise once I know all the information and collaborate. That's why I'm a real big fan of collaborating with doctors, physical therapists, occupational therapists, all these specialists that can help put this picture together, like this interdisciplinary, comprehensive approach. And that's really like, guys, even in the body recon program, what we have, but in the year ahead of us in 2023, we have a really, really exciting project coming that can't tell you too much about yet, but even what we have going on right now is really exciting. And also for Black Friday, we're going to have a special going down, y'all, where, I'm hesitant to tell you guys even what the pricing is, but for our coaching program, we're going to have a crazy deal. And also for the resistance bands, they're coming in about 3 to 5 weeks. We're going to have a really awesome deal after Black Friday for that too. So stay tuned. Anyways, I ranted enough, I think. Let's go into, what do we want to go with? You know what? So I'm feeling fancy. Let's go into the King Will ring next, because that's also like somewhat of a, not only dress, it's not even just for dressing up, but it's also for like the ADD component or ADHD from my perspective. So let's check that out. Break it down. All right. So I'm not a huge jewelry person, but this ring's actually really cool. And the coolest thing to me is not only how, like, again, the aesthetics, but like, check out that fidget component to it. You can just kind of like turn that centerpiece. So to me, that's my favorite part of this ring. I always kind of like fidgeting with things, whether it's my ring when I have it on or anything like that. And this is cool to just have that centerpiece be the only one that moves. And then I actually like wore it out for my daughter's birthday. And like I didn't feel like there was an issue from an aesthetics perspective. Again, I'm not a huge jewelry person, but totally felt good rocking this bad boy. So from like an aesthetics perspective, got the thumbs up from both me and my wife, as well as just like, I'm gonna call it functionality for lack of a better term. I just think it's cool to be able to kind of like just fidget with this bad boy. So that's my 2 cents on it, y'all. Yeah, I give it a thumbs up. So yeah, guys, and Gus, I just saw your comment. My beat, like when I'm ranting, especially when I go on those stories, I don't always look at the chat as much unless it's on the screen in front of me, right? I have my phone right now, and for whatever reason, the chat's not pulling up on my secondary screen. So, oh, what's going on, Blake? Yo. And yeah, Joanna. So, Blake, I finally saw your message on Discord, and I just shot you a reply back. I don't know if you saw it. And love the jacket. Oh, thank you, dude. So I was telling the story, and I'll probably retell the story a couple times. And guys, again, I apologize if it takes me a minute to respond in the reply. Just because as I go on rants, I don't check or I kind of forget to check it on my phone because it's not loading on my computer. So if I miss replies where normally I'd be on top of them, my apologies. Just hanging there. I'll totally get to everybody. And I wanted to ask you, yeah, dude. So what we'll do too, and Blake, like if you don't mind me, I can talk about it here too. I don't care if you don't care. But also don't like to air out personal conversations on public platforms unless everyone's like on board with that. But anyways, if you were a 4-digit number, what number would you be? 0929, probably. I think that would be mine. Even though technically that's a 3-digit number, can we make that a 4-digit? Can we make it like 09 instead of just 929? 0929. Or maybe I would be 1987. I'm not sure. Or 2323. I got like 3-4 good options. I'm not sure which one I'd pick. What about you, Blake? So anyways, even with the jacket, I appreciate it. My long-winded rant here is I was at Express this weekend. Express is a sponsor of mine, transparently. So I save up the gift cards they send us as like, I'm really transparent again. So like they send us a gift card every month for like clothes. I don't use them in that month usually, and I save them. I wanted to save them to the end of the year right now when they have great deals, and then I'm going to get like 5 different suits. I got one of them yesterday or this weekend. On Sunday, I got this outfit. I got a shirt. I got some new jeans. So I'm going to go back probably in another week or two and so I got 1 black suit with 2 white shirts and 2 baby blue or like a powdered, blue shirts. So now I want to go back and get 4 other suits. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Steve Harvey video where he's like, yo, men, if you do this combo, you can make 75 suits out of like these 5 colors. So it's like black, gray, tan, navy, and brown. Did I say brown? And then you get like 2 white shirts, 2 cream shirts, and 2 powdered blue shirts. I didn't get 2 cream. I didn't see some good colors. And you can like mix and match. So that's what I'm going to do over the next couple of weeks. And you guys will see, even this week, I'm just going to wear my black suit with different colored shirts. Sounds like the kind of question a criminal would ask. So that made me crack up. I'd be 1368. Okay. And then that was quick. That's cool. Yeah. So yeah, I appreciate you guys entertaining my random rants and stories. That's it. Sorry, that made me laugh. So I think we also got a lightning deal, by the way, guys. We got the Flybird adjustable bench. I believe still has a lightning deal. Let me check this to see if it's still going down. Yeah, we still got a lightning deal, 58% off. Or I'm sorry, 58% has been claimed. How much is off? 38% off. And then 1368 is my follower count, buddy. Where are you at? Ooh, let's check in. I think I'm at 1371. Yeah, we're at 1371. Dude, it's like creeping ever so slowly. It's creeping. But I'm expecting, because we have 15 days before we're doing our next like drawing of or like the next scheduled giveaway. We're not going to do, yeah, it's neck and neck. Don't give him your ATM. Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. That's why I'm not giving out like numbers that would be anything significant to my life. Just more of like I like 2323 because of Michael Jordan. But I wouldn't use that for like anything password related, pin related, anything. It's a good question though. And it's actually really like, so this is what's messed up. I'm like, originally I'm from New York, right? So this is immediately what I think. What's the hustle? What's the scam, right? Don't take a personal Blake or anybody. Like, and maybe it's just a representation of me. But whenever like if someone's like, dude, someone DMs me online, they're just being nice. I'm like, what do you want? What are you trying to scam me with? I guess online's different too, because like everyone can scam online. Go Blake. And then, yeah. How do you follow individual Blake? I follow, so I think it's just DB. I think it's like Dragon Bloggers. I don't know if it's individual, like if he has his own stream, you know what I mean? Or maybe just on Instagram or like Discord. Blake, I will let you answer that. I'm like trying to answer this like I'm going to be the one to do it. So anyways, let's get into the Flybird adjustable bench. Now here's the other thing, guys. If you want, I'll even show like a bonus adjustable bench workout that I did with this bench, but the catch is I can't play more than like a minute at a time because otherwise Amazon.
So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Flybird adjustable bench, and I'm a huge fan of the brand Flybird first and foremost, but I love the adjustable bench. It's so versatile, and a big thing that I like here is check out this spot for your ankles where you can hook your feet. The cool thing I like about it as well is it folds down, as you could tell. Also, I'm going to show you guys on the flip side the pin and spring action. I'm going to pause for a quick second. I want you guys to see this has a spring component of it. So when you pull it out, it'll allow it to lock into place versus other benches. Sometimes we'll just have a little latch mechanism. Also, I want to show you guys the different positions to give you a little bit more idea of the versatility from the angles here, as well as talk about how that comes into play with your training. When you're able to change the angle, you can focus on different muscle groups and how they interact with one another. So the ability that Flybird provides to change these angles going into multiple different positions is awesome, as well as being able to work in a variety of different exercises as well. And the durability of it is clutch. That's a big one for me, and I highly recommend. Check them out.
Bam, y'all. So you know what I just saw? You know what I just noticed? You know who's live right now? Our homies and friends over at, I should say Brittany really is live right now. But everybody over at Dream Team Family. So I'm going to actually give them a nice plug and screen share because they just recently jumped on board for our 2K giveaway. You mentioned following. Didn't know if you were separate from Dragon Blogger. No creep. Hey, Amazon customer, you gotta chill out, bro. Don't be a D-bag. You know what I mean? Unless you're just being sarcastic and you know him, but like I'm gonna challenge everybody here. I want you to assume the best of people when you're like talking to them and or about them. I'm gonna have to like start coming up with like chat rules or some stuff. I don't want to be that dude, but anyways, here we go. Dream Team Family. Let's give Brittany some love. I'm not even gonna say that part. I'm just gonna say I want to send some love. Positive vibes. Apparently, I don't know how to spell positive. Follow Dream Team, guys. Yeah. Go, Brittany. Yeah, she's so close. Guys, go give her a follow as well. Go check them out, Dream Team Live. And then I was mentioning our giveaway. So let me plug the giveaway. You're going to go to our link tree. I have it right here below me. Boom, go to our LOF $2,000 giveaway. You can see Brittany's on there, Gina's on there, Anna's on there, myself. You put your name, your email, bada bing, bada boom. And just make sure you're following all the Amazon channels. Now, you can get bonus entries if you do TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, refer a friend, but you got to make sure you guys are following on all of these channels. If you are not, so we have about, I think it's almost like 2,800 entries. And I would say I've got like 1,370 followers on this channel and about 600 followers on the LF. So that means like quite a high fraction of you guys aren't actually following in all the Amazon accounts. And we're going to be able to verify this. So, don't get upset if you look like you're going to win and you don't because you're not following on all the accounts. Just a heads up. Check out this page from Dream Team Family. Yeah, bam, drop him. Joe, I'm part of the who's Joe? Oh, Joanna. Oh, I'm part of the DB family, but I have my own channel called Shopping Dragons. Okay, I'm sure I followed you. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying there. Okay, got it. Yeah, and then, dude, Blake, drop your channel as well. Go follow Blake's. Let me actually pull up Blake, too. Good point. Let's see. Is he Dragon Bloggers or Dragon Shopper? Or Shopper Dragon? I can't even know. Shopping Dragons. There we go. I'm horrible at names, dude. Following. Here we go. Yeah, we want the ones I'm following. Let's do a little plug for the peeps who are following here. Why doesn't it show Blake's channel? Oh, what's up, Mel? Go give Mel some love too. I mean, all these people. Follow everybody. So here's the thing, guys. I don't have this kind of like scarcity mindset. And I'm not judging or saying it's right or wrong. Just this is where I feel out personally. I feel like you don't have to just follow, obviously, one of us. It doesn't take away from any one of us to follow the other, watch their content. I'm just glad you guys are here, hanging out with us, putting up good quality interactions. And the goal is to put up good quality content because here's my feelings. If you guys like me, you like what I'm putting out there, and you get a good vibe, cool. You'll hang out with us. But then also, if you like other people and you want to hang out there too, the more you can just hang out and chill with us, the better, in my opinion. And then, hey, coach. Oh, what's up, Margaret? Hey. Blake, I don't know why you're not coming up under my following, dude. Because I know I'm following you. I know that for a fact. Isn't it showing Dragon Blogger? No, you're Dragon Shopping, right? Or Shopping Dragons? Where is it, dude? Anyways. All right, let's get into the next product. I got excited. We went on a whole rant. We'll bring it full circle, and we'll bring it back here. Let's see if my chat's actually gonna load this time. Also, guys, I'm gonna order a bunch of. Oh, here we go. I think it finally actually loaded now. Also, guys, I'm gonna order a bunch of. Oh, here we go. I think it finally actually loaded. I'm gonna mute this. Let's see if I can get it to load over here too. No. Man. No. Man. I can't see my chat. Dang it. Dang it. Why can't I open this up more? All right, what else? Let's get into our TV stand, which I actually have right here next to me. That's going to hold some of the other products that I have. We're going to I'm constantly working on rearranging, making this more professional, getting a better delivery experience for you guys, meaning displaying the products. Like Blake, we were talking about this on the other live stream. And then there it is, Shopping Dragons. Check out, perfect. Okay, there you go. Thank you. And then there you go, Blake. Yeah, perfect. Let's screen share Blake's because we'll get back to that. Don't you worry. Amazon live / shopping. Here we go. There's our homie Blake. Go give him a follow. Shabam. He's got his live right there. You can go check him out. Let's see if I can fast forward. So see, this is what I'm talking about, guys. See how he actually has all the products in display. So this is something that I'm gonna set up a little bit more. And Blake, we'll talk more maybe if you're down to off of a live, just because I'm curious to see your setup and breakdown time. Because here's the other thing is I'm then all right, how do I schedule this? Because I'm all right, I'm doing 90-minute streams. So that's definitely gonna be 90 minutes. Now just to set up and do all that. I do all the setup on Mondays for all my live streams, for all my content, for my schedule, for all that fun stuff. And I always like to consider and factor for if, hey, I got to set certain things up, maybe it's a half-hour setup. And this way, if I know I'm going to do that, I'll schedule for it. We'll make the time for it. We'll make it happen. So anyways, let's get into the product now.
We're going to be going over.
I actually think that this stand is not only going to be great for again, TVs and gaming, but I have this right next to me. I might use this to actually just have most of the products I'm talking about that stream if that becomes helpful. So you guys let me know.
The Bestir 44-inch gaming TV stand that's great for the bedroom, the living room, or really anywhere that you're going to want to get your TV and your gaming on. So first, let's look at its setup. This is the lighting, which I think is really cool. There's actually a lot of controls that you can use to alter it, to change it. It also has some great holes in the back that allow you to put all your wires through. You'll see that right back here. And then a remote that comes with it to actually control the lighting. And yet, you guessed it, it doesn't come assembled. So this is me kind of doing a little time lapse, putting it together, piecing it out. And the estimated time was roughly around an hour to an hour and a half. I was able to do it just right in the middle of that, about an hour and 15. And as you can tell, I was doing it by myself. They do recommend having a second person, but you can technically get it done by yourself. And here I'm just kind of bringing it home, piecing it all together. And the thing I like about it is the function aspect of it. Again, very friendly for gaming, for TV, having all those holes you can see on the back end with the wires being able to pass through, as well as the lighting. And again, let's look at the finished product one more time. I think the lighting is my favorite part. And being able to put whatever you want underneath here. I actually have now my Xbox set up there, as well as some just cool memorabilia and things that I go over in my streams, which if you guys see my streams, you'll be able to check it out. With that being said, enjoy, y'all.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, yeah, and that's at one point I was using that just as the display, but then I moved my garage around again, guys. So this is the constant dynamic of I haven't found the perfect setup that I love. So I'm constantly playing with it, again, to improve it. Oh, man. Making me chuckle in the chat. All right, let's see. What do we want to get to next? That's, I got some new stuff. All right, so we're going to switch gears here. Let's talk about so this is the simple things in life. So I'm going to tell you guys again another story that's going to relate to the stapler, the staples, and the staple remover that comes in the pack that I've highlighted right now. There's a new product we got in. Now, this is one of those random products, but this is, again, to me, falls in that functional category, especially if you're I don't know how relevant this is in school anymore, but I'll tell you how I use it to this day, even with school in mind, in business and all this fun stuff. Also, I'll tell you the original story is when I was a kid, this is one of my first toys that I really enjoy playing with. So not that my parents would just let me like staple things at like 2, but I would definitely like both my parents. For those, I bring this up a lot, so I don't know if it's like a broken record, but well, I grew up really fortunate that both my parents were accountants, and I always like to highlight that because it reminds me that I had a certain experience growing up and a relationship to money and an understanding of it that I don't think everyone else got, right? Like the idea of like, hey, you should have a in my this is not financial advice, guys. This is just my perspective of what I learned. Like you should have a Roth IRA, you should have retirement plan, you should have savings accounts, you should have investment accounts, you should have things set up where you're in constantly investing. And also you have control over quite a bit more, but also that means you got to work. There's no days off. There's no like, hey, you can call out sick and someone's going to cover your job. No, because you're the solo entrepreneur. And like, I guess as things scale, that changes. But my point being, go to my parents' office quite a bit. My dad had an office, my mom had an office, and they also had a home office. So like I like had staplers around and all this fun stuff. So these were like fun toys to play with. I always remember. And now I'll go into the story of where this actually kind of like fits in. And the point to this is what I would like to do. I still like to do it. Like I'll journal. I have so many notebooks around just of ideas. I talk about this all the time. This is actually part of my sleep hygiene and also with my journaling. I have rooms and I have journals in every single room in my house, in my car, in my bag, everywhere. And the point is I never want to be without. And then, oh yeah, what's up, cool shopper? Hey, hey. So sorry. When I ran, I tend to not see the chat as much. So don't think I'm ignoring you. Hopefully it doesn't come across that way. But point being is I like to have things where I can write down my ideas, journal, whatever. Then, or when I'm going through like this last like year, I went through 100-day leadership program. So I had like a whole notebook that I didn't finish the whole notebook, but I had a bunch of notes in there that I wanted to collect together. So I literally grouped them together. I made a shoppable video on this actually. I'll have to upload it and share it. And I stapled them together so that I wouldn't lose them and then I can categorize it and like organize it that way. And this way, like even if I don't want to go through it for a while, I can go back and be like, hey, like a year later, what did we go over on that like third week or whatever? Like I have it and I have things, I date things, I title them like it's old. Maybe it's old school. I don't know. Maybe it's not because maybe everyone has things digitally, but I like to like write it out sometimes and just feel it and that connection, the act of it. And also sometimes just writing, like I've noticed in jiu-jitsu, even though I haven't done it in the last month, ironically, as I've done more advanced stuff, when I go to jiu-jitsu, I like to write out like my takeaways from the drills and the things that we're doing so that, cause dude, like you're not going to remember every single drill and every little detail, but also I realize there's a balancing act of like, hey, you want to be present still. So you absorb things, which is what I've been focusing on more so lately. And, where is your rubber finger? Oh, what's up, Gus? Which one? I got my rubber pinky finger now. So that's, yeah. Anyways, that's why I think like staplers, like who's still stapling stuff, by the way, guys, because there's still like working in my dad's office, like as an accounting dynamic, there was always paperwork, always things to scan, always like when you get mail and things are stapled together, you got to like undo it, unstaple it, scan it in. So that was like mostly, I was not an accountant. I'm not a CPA. Like I never was. I never really went to school for it, but I would work with my parents at different stages of my life. A, to make money, and B, to just like be able to like understand things a bit more. And like, especially when I was a kid, like 12 or whatever age you're allowed to be on the books and work, wink, wink. I would just like organize folders and files, and like alphabetize things and like organize paperwork. Cause there's so much paperwork as an accountant, as lawyers probably, right? Like you got to keep all these like things. And so you get things to scan, being able to take that staple out and then also to, again, reorganize it, staple it up again. So this comes with everything that you need and gets the job done. It brings me back to nostalgic days. That was kind of my point. So hopefully that story wasn't too ranted and long. And yeah, writing is therapeutic for me. I'd rather write out to do lists and shopping lists and reminders. Yeah, no, and then there's something cool about, like I have this from, it's in the kitchen. I have my other notebook right here, but the one I was writing on this morning when I was drinking coffee is in the kitchen. And I was like writing out, I like crossing off the things I did the day before. So this is something I've worked on. In the past, I used to set like a list of like 10 things to do every day. And it's like way too much, man. So it's like prioritizing what's my A, my B, my C. What am I like really prioritizing time-wise? What am I going to commit to get done? And being able to have 3 to 5 things, that seems to be like a nice sweet spot, at least for me. I wonder, what about you guys though? Like, what works for you guys? I always love to like listen. You guys have great insight, so being able to pull from the people that like watch this, like while I can be an expert, it's weird to say I'm an expert in certain fields, like in health, but I am actually like when you think about not only time put in, results being able to be created, and I guess the level of proficiency, it just feels weird sometimes and braggadocious, and I guess that's my imposter syndrome kicking in. But there's other experts out in the community, right? Like you guys are experts in different things that you do. So I want to hear from you guys. What insight do you have? And then what's up, Alyssa? Hey, hey. And yeah, so let's keep it rolling, y'all. Let's bounce it to, what do we want to talk about next? Ooh, let's talk about a nice full, right? Am I saying that right? Band-Aid dressing. So these are clutch for like Muay Thai Jiu-Jitsu. I'm glad they sent this to me because I was actually going to give this to one of my coaches to make content on, but I was like, let me make a video or talk about these in the live stream first and then like give it to him to help. And let's look at just the size of it first. Boom. So let me pull up, and then we also got, we got a nice little discount right now. Let me pull up some of the specs here for you guys, because being able to have, this is a 2-inch by 2-inch hydrocolloid, I thought it was colloid. Apparently I don't know how to like read and or speak dressing, that can help just keep whatever, cut or area, even if you already have a Band-Aid on top of this can just help keep it dry, keep it sanitary, keep it clean, same thing as sanitary. So you guys can kind of see that. And then this is something that like my daughter's always like putting on me and stuff like that. Just that nice. I would have like a Band-Aid down first, or at least a little like butterfly stitching or something over that, and then put this over to keep it dry, to keep it just sanitized and clean. And then, faux show. Yeah, Amazon Custom, And bam, y'all. So again, this is another one of those functional. It's not maybe super fun. My kids think it's super fun to actually use, but this is one of those functional ones, especially like, dude, you don't want to go into like jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai or grappling or wrestling or any kind of sport, especially with like when you have sweat going on, that you could potentially get like sweat in a wound or in a cut or anything like that. Like, don't be that person, man, because that's how you get like, I've learned. So here's the thing. I got staph 4 times in Thailand. I lived in Thailand for 6 months. I got staph 4 times. So things like this would have been massively helpful. And I was not going to completely erase it, but here's why. Like, I would shower after every single training session, like literally go right from the mats to the shower. The downside though, what happens is people come to Thailand. They're there for like a week or 2, 3 weeks, maybe a month, whatever. And they get sick. They overtrain. They're not prepared, or they get sick. They come in with an infection. They get staph, right? And then for people that live there, like I did and my wife did, and for the people that we were training with, they get exposed. And they don't want to take a session off because they don't want to miss out. They already paid, right? So they're like, all right, you know what? I'm only here for a certain period of time. F it, I'm going to roll the dice. And they train, but they like try to kind of cover it up just enough with like either like rash guards or whatever, but it like seeps through with the compression shirt. They're not wearing like sterile Band-Aids that stay on when you're sweaty AF. And like this one dude who gave me like bad staph right before a fight, he had it like on the back of his neck and he had dreads over it. So you couldn't see it. But when I would clinch with him and stuff, I put like my head on it or anything, like it was too close to the area. I didn't even feel it or know. I got staph like right here on my neck, dude. It was not a fun time, but yeah, talk to dude, that was the best thing about Thailand. Me and Ashley, my wife, we got massages like 3 days a week because it's like 100 baht, which is like $5. You know what I mean? And then you throw in a $5 tip, $10 for a massage with a dope, like with a tip that's like really they appreciate. So it's like, all right, cool, $10, do that 3 times a week, man. Like, especially when you're training twice a day, training 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at night, 5 days, 6 days a week. Like that massage, man, that was like the best I felt. And also it's like really drastically overrunning way too much, which is a whole nother thing. Speaking of which, this can be great for like, if you're going to run, man, you guys like having Band-Aids or having things. I'm curious everyone's experience. Like if you've run a marathon or a half marathon, or let's see if I can balance this, or any kind of like endurance race, when you run for a prolonged period of time and you don't have, I had like a cotton shirt on, so I didn't even have like friendly running material. My chest, man, my skin, my nipples were like chafed and to the point where they're bleeding. So like that's where I've seen people put Band-Aids on. You could put like this type of dressing on to keep it just from irritating and rubbing, or like like chafe cream, whatever. But like, don't, if you're training for a half marathon or a marathon, if it's your first time, you probably may or may not know this, but if you've done it a couple times, you know what's up. But just throwing that out there, guys. If you happen to be training for an endurance event, even if you're just like, hey, I'm just going to go for like 5 or more miles and you've never done that before, be aware of like chafing in your skin integrity because you can get roughed up along the way. Let's see what else we got. Some other fun stuff I got here that's either new or I haven't talked about yet. Let's see. Boom. Oh, let's look at, let's look at my pants. I've been talking about a lot of close up and emphasizing that. So this is a little bit more on the functional side that can also like still look pretty good. Let's pull up the hiking pants. Oh, actually, you know what? We got the blood pressure cuff right here. Let's go to the blood pressure cuff. I just have that right here. So I'm going to pull this up. Boom. And you also see like when I do this, I was pretty jazzed up after having a bunch of coffee. So you can see the impact it had on my blood pressure. And speaking of which, guys, I'm wondering, I took Alpha Grind before this, which is like a combination of a coffee replacement and a like cognitive enhancement, also just like a performance enhancer that just has natural ingredients. I'm curious, do you guys notice a difference in either energy or my like ranting or rambling a little too much more than usual? If you guys hang out for streams normally, let me know. I'm curious. Wait for it to load. Wait for it. Building the suspense. Where we at? Where we at? And dude, if it's not going to load in like 3 seconds, I'm going to pull it down. 3, 2, 1. All right. You lost your chance, blood pressure video. You had it. You had it, dude, and you lost it.
We're looking at
Oh, there we go.
the blood pressure monitor system. So I want to unbox the plate for you guys. I just got it in. I haven't even opened it up yet. You can see right off the bat. Comes in a magnet. I love how it's got the travel bag ready to go. It's already in it. It's simple to open, easy, and also it's got these little drawstrings. So you pull this up, nothing's going to fall out on you. And let's open this bad boy, see what it comes with. So we're going to have the actual blood pressure sleeve. You got your quick start instructions and guides. Now again, I'm being a health professional myself. I'm familiar with taking blood pressure and having it done to me. So you have the sleeve itself. And again, you're going to have the actual wire that you're going to plug it into. I just got things falling all over here. But I love seeing this. This actually comes with 2 sets of 2 AAA batteries, so 4 AAA batteries, which I'm assuming we're going to need for this. And again, it has the Velcro, so we can adjust it depending on how big or small your arms are. So that would slide on right here. Obviously, you wouldn't do it with your shirt or hoodie on, but I just want to show it to you guys what it's going to look like. And then we actually have the monitor itself that we would put the batteries in right here. That's why they came before. We're going to pop those bad boys right in. And then you have, again, you can actually have this presets. That's what I'm assuming 1 and 2 is for 2 different people. Customize it. Use your start, stop, and setting options. So I'm going to turn this on. Take this actually hoodie off so you guys can see what it's going to look like. Be right back. All right, so now you can see I've got it set up on my arm. I want to walk you through a couple of things. Super simple. You put the batteries in, and then we also just put the actual blood pressure cuff popping right here on the side. Now it even gives you a direction, left arm, where you're going to align the actual pump with your artery. Gives you a visual representation that you can read it. You know it's in the right position. It's basically if it's in the wrong position. And then we're just literally going to hit start. And it's good to go. Now, the cool thing is this also has a Bluetooth integration. We can download the app, integrate it with our Bluetooth. So as you can see, I already messed it up because I was supposed to be flexing my arm while I was doing that. So let me pass it on over to the other arm. Don't be displaying it while you're going through it. So you guys will actually see this in real time. Again, start it. It's going to do its thing. And the cool thing is you don't have to actually have any kind of medical expertise or be a health professional to utilize this bad boy. Literally just done for you.
Bam, keeping it together. Keeping it together. Watch how high this is actually really high, guys. So I'm going to give you some insight on this.
Bam. So it's showing that I'm at about 137 over 96, which, to be transparent, guys, that's not so good. So
Yeah, that's high.
I'm going to get to work on that and also test this out a couple times, see some accurate readings. And then it also gives you your pulse as well. All this data is going to sync up. It's also probably not pretty pumped up right now. But that's the feature. That's how it works. That pretty comes up.
Shazam, y'all. So there we go. So that's, again, I just put in like high blood pressure alert. So now here's the other thing. I actually did, let's see if I can find it. I took a picture. I did it again, like later once I was like kind of like relaxed. And I took a picture of it and I shared it to my channel just so you guys can kind of see that. And also I had one of my friends is a nurse or a CNA and saw that. I was like, dude, I'm like, don't worry. It's not really always that high. Check it out. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. Here we go. I'll screen share it for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is like more of normally where it's at, like 116/75. Heart rate's 50. That's like a pretty normal reading for me, as far as like when I'm not like super, super jazzed up or didn't just like do a workout or flex or things like that. And even like my resting heart rate, that's a little high. Normally it's like right when I wake up in the morning, like 40 to 45, let's call it 45. But it's like more or less there. And the reason, so there's a really key variable where I like to know resting heart rate, not only for heart rate variability, for conditioning, but also here's a cool thing that like my strength coach shared with me like almost 10 years ago that always stuck with me. I've used as a tool, as an indicator that I share with my athletes, with my clients, with people. So I'm not telling you guys how to live your life. This is what I do. You can do whatever you want. It's not like advice, but what I like to do is check my heart rate for like 7 days in a row in the morning to get an average, right when I wake up before I do anything else in my day. So I can get an average reading, whatever that number is. On average, it's about 45 beats per minute for me personally. So then if I like a couple months later, I'm like, dude, I'm feeling kind of sluggish. I'm feeling a little off. And I check my heart rate in the morning and it's like 60. So to me, anything above 20%, a higher deviation from that by 20%. So 20% of 45 is 9. So if it's like 10 beats per minute higher or more, for me, I'm like, all right, I'm going to shift gears and do something less intense that day. Maybe take an active recovery, go for a walk, up my nutrition, make sure I'm sleeping right. Because usually that's an indicator of, overtraining. And to me, overtraining most of the time isn't overtraining. It's really like undersleeping or underfeeding your body with certain nutrients or the impact that could potentially come from that. So I'm always mindful of like, hey, is it that I'm overtraining or is it that I'm missing a piece, whether I'm not eating enough, I'm not eating enough certain nutrient dense foods, or there's something else going on, Let's see. I'm actually just looking to see. I gotta remake a video. I just noticed one of the videos I made is not showing up on the product. So I get to remake this bad boy. Watching one of the streamers, David, man, this dude, he's got the most energy I've ever seen in a person. And dude, I like to consider I have a lot of energy, but that dude, he even impresses me, man. All right, let's see what we got next. Ooh, let's get into our lens wipes. So this is again another one of those functional, not necessarily the most like sexy or fun products, but this one's clutch, man. Even as I now stream more, create more content, even have more screens and tablets and things like that, this one is big time like important just to take care of those screens, because if you have a scratch screen,
we're going over our lens and device wipes. Got 300 wipes here. Again, they're pre-moistened and it comes again in this box, but I wanted to show you guys the individual kind of wipes, what they look like. Easy to open, easy to use, from a camera lens to your glasses to your smart device, tablets, whatever that's going to look like, especially back to school when you're using those devices. Now is a great time. And the function application of it, super easy. Definitely a thumbs up and a recommend.
Yeah, bam, y'all. What questions we got? Bam, boom. Okay, so trying to do some math here real quick. I think that's it. Right? I think that's it. Let's do today. Bam. All right. Let's check the chat, see what questions are. I'm logging my protein here, y'all. I realized while I was drinking my coffee, I'm like, let me log my protein in real quick. So yes, I still like, here's a fun fact, guys. I like logging my calories. You guys can judge me if you want. You can do whatever you want. I don't even do it whether I'm like, whatever my goal is. Right now I'm still working on my own body composition, on my blood work, my nutrient profile, my protein intake, making sure I'm putting on lean masses. I'm going through this body recomposition on my own end, which has been great. But I also just like to accumulate the data. So you guys don't have to do this. And one thing, I'm trying an app right now that you can take a picture of whatever the food you're eating, and it uses an algorithm to guess the food, the portions, and all that fun stuff. Now, it's not perfect. It's got a lot of room for improvement. But to me, it's a representation of where the technology is going, which is super cool. And it can make life that much easier when you know how to leverage it or what you're looking for. Meaning, if you know, okay, I'm roughly looking for these markers of, hey, I'm tracking my protein and relatively portions. But also the reality is nice glasses also. Yeah, dude. Yeah, glasses for sure. Being able to just like I was talking to one of my clients who has glasses, and if you use the cloth that comes in, there's something on it, it can scratch it. But those wipes, again, helps just keep the integrity of the lens as well for glasses. What else we got here, y'all? Let's see what else we want to talk about. Ooh, we could talk about the new. Did I bring it in or did I leave it in the car? Oh, I left it in the car. I left it in the car, y'all. So I'm going to talk about the regular one that I have and then show you some of the like heated bonus features. Actually, we'll get back to that. I might, while the video is playing, I might run to my car really quick and let's see if I have the mask one. I'm going to be honest, I really never use the mask anymore. Ashley uses them quite a bit because she does a lot of like spray painting and painting and whatnot. So for the fumes, that's a pretty clutch one. Nowadays, like, I feel like we have all these masks, like I don't throw them out, man, because like I still think they come in handy with like, again, you're painting, spray painting, whatever, being able to have that. Even dude, for the weather, check my logic. While face masks can be great for like filtering out maybe certain pollution items or like different whatever you're using it for, but also I like to put it on my face if I'm going for a run and stuff because it keeps it warm. Like covering that face, that's what I've learned, especially living in New York, when you're open and like you're going through certain like whether tunnels or buildings and you get hit with that wind, man, having a face cover or like a scarf with that, ooh, get your neck warm, get your face warm, and then you have your hat on. You got the only thing you got to worry about is your eyes, and you have glasses on. You're straight, you catch your gloves, you're good to go. So that's just like a sometimes an outside the box way of thinking. I look at it. I think they can come in helpful with. Let me actually play. I don't have that video, but I have it somewhere in my storefront where I made a video for it. So let me pull this puppy up. We'll go to the grip trainer because I know I have that video. Let's look at our grip trainer. Good with my mattress trainer. All right. Ooh, that's a great question. Will the urine run off onto the rug? Good question. So for either the GRT or the Uni Libra, we're talking about if you have an accident in the bed, is your mattress going to stay dry? Why, yes, it's specifically designed for that reason. Or let's say you're drinking coffee in your bed and you spill and you're like, no, which I have definitely done before. Then you're going to be okay. Your mattress is going to stay dry. Or let's say you're cutting weight. Like I've definitely done this. This is like might be too much TMI, guys. I've definitely had to cut weight, had sweats on in the middle of the night, like staying hydrated, but also trying to sweat out some extra weight. So not going crazy, but like sweating a pretty good amount and like sweating through my sheets, man. And to the point where I didn't have a mattress protector underneath. And I definitely got like a sweat angel or like a sweat stain into my mattress itself, which I was like, oh no. So, and once you get a stain in the mattress itself, man, especially like I've always been of the belief that since we're spending like 30% of our day in bed sleeping, you should invest in your sleep quality from the environment, from the mattresses to the sheets to the everything where you can within budget, within reason. So yes, very much having that waterproof component, it's not gonna necessarily like roll off, I imagine, onto the floor. It would probably get absorbed into your sheets. So then, but at least you can throw your sheets in the wash and stuff. Having your mattress and throwing that in the wash, like that's not happening, right? So I appreciate that question, even though I think you're being a silly goose. I appreciate even the invite of that question because it is an actually important feature to the product of the mattress pad and the mattress protector. And then also this is great for kids too. Or like I've worked in geriatric facilities, like in outpatient programs where we've, had like different, like it's daycare-esque. So it was called PACE, Program of All-Inclusive Care for the Elderly, which is a really cool program because you would have, everything under one roof. You'd have their physician, you'd have their physical therapist, occupational therapist, their like CNA, nursing and medical team, as well as their social worker and their mental health coordinators and all that fun stuff. And if they have to go out of the building, we could like facilitate transport. It's like daycare, it's activities, it's all this fun stuff. I would work out. So I'd run like a strength conditioning class every day with the participants. That was super fun. One of them was like 103 years old, just crushing it on a daily. And then kids. Yeah, 100% kids for sure. So let me actually pull up a video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'll screen share that. But also like the elderly too, because that happens too. Wait for it. See, look to your question. See, aha, look at that. It's dry. Yeah, sometimes my dad. Yeah, I mean, listen, bro. How about you though? Do you do that too? Do you get like night terrors and just like? So I know that could be a variable as well. Or, I mean, like, have you ever? Hopefully that question makes sense. That's allergies, postpartum. Yeah, dude, that's a big one. Elderly as well. So again, obviously I have not given birth, not really qualified for that, but watching my wife go through that, dude, there's just like lots of like fluids afterwards. I won't get into graphic details, but it's like intense. So having mattress protection pad, helpful. And then, oh, what's up, Luis? Hi. Dude, can I tell you guys a funny story? Speaking of sharding, so my brother-in-law, the one I was talking about that had the wedding that I tried the vest on for before leaving, one of my daughters, I won't say who, was going in hard with the candy. Like, and we had a babysitter there too, like watching the kids while we're also hanging out so we can dance and have fun. We're checking in on the kids, but very much not like watching their every single move. We're entrusting the babysitter. And this, my daughter's, both my daughters are, but this particular daughter was like really wise and realized like, oh, dude, I could totally like manipulate this babysitter and sneak in a bunch of candy. And she even did it like with me. She's like, hey, do you want me to get you Reese's? Because I love Reese's. And she's like, I'll get a bag of just Reese's for you. So she gets it. And then she also has like a second bag where she sneaked her own candy. I was like, that was a smart move, dude. Obviously we like pull from it, but then she'll like go over, grab it. Anyway, she ate so much that same dealio, threw up, got sick. And like, that's also like, as much as I don't want her to experience that, it's a learning lesson, right? Being able to say like, all right, dude, remember when you ate that much sugar, this is what happened. Do you want to do that again? Is that like something that you want to have? And if they say yes, like we also, that's where as a parent, I feel like we get to step and be like, I don't know, that's the best idea. But 9 times out of 10, she's like, nah, I don't want that. I'm like, good call. Good call. Speaking of learning and experiences, this is like a fun game that I made with, or that I've played with the kids a couple times. Let me pull up the video for the super blocks because it got all these different options for it. That's pretty cool. Wait for it. Where's my super blocks? Dude, here we go. Here's the super blocks. Highlight. I'm gonna check something. Boom.
This video we're going over the soup.
Yep, learn from your mistakes for sure.
So this is gonna be a lot of fun, not just for me, but also for my kids. And my daughter is actually sitting right here. She's 4, and I know she's really excited to check this bad boy out, right, Lena? Yeah. All right. So even though it says 6 and up, I know that she's gonna have a lot of fun with this. And I feel like it just depends on your kid. Comes with a nice little like instructional pamphlet to go through all the different games. It has buttons, exactly. So this is really cool because it's going to have blocks so that you can see how it's laid out. And it has your buttons to set it up and play. You're going to throw in your 2 AA batteries right here. Has a nice little holder. And then you're going to have all the little puzzle pieces right here that you're going to use for the variety of games. For it to have it designed and lighting up. And it looks like there should be a pack right here for the actual batteries, which I believe it did come with. I think they actually fell out when I turned this upside down. So I'm really excited. I'll also make another video for you guys in the future, updating you on how they how my thumbs up, Lena? Yeah, thumbs up. All right, so we got the AA batteries in, so I wanted to showcase to you guys. My daughter is right here with me, so you can hear her kind of having fun. She actually was just playing around with this. So we're gonna, Tessa's calling. So we're gonna hold that red button. It's gonna light it up, and then what you're gonna see right here, the different colors that are gonna indicate which challenge and which color we're working on. So you got red, blue, yellow, and green. And then you also have the instruction manual that'll kind of give you a little bit more details on the different shoots, different variety of games. There's 16 different combinations and varieties. We have time challenges. It's really cool to be able to play with it, and you can kind of cycle between with our hours right here. I'm really excited to play this more with the kids and be able to challenge them, and even myself a little bit as well. Definitely a thumbs up. We're really going to enjoy this. Right, Tessa? Oh, yeah. Yeah, y'all.
Oh, and then we get to play. All right, so let's pause it really quick, guys. So you can see when it lights up the color, so it's red. So you want to try and use the red pieces to match that pattern, okay? So like you can pick different colors, you can pick different patterns. That's what's really cool about this particular game. And then AC, you had a good question. So let me pull up. I wonder where my chat won't load, dude. It's kind of annoying. But at least I can see it on my phone. And the question was, my kid scratched my stainless fridge. Any tips? Ooh. So this is my 2 cents. Depending on how old your fridge is, I would reach out to the company, see if they have like a warranty, what's covered under the warranty, if they have any suggestions on like, hey, this is a thing that's covered under the warranty or not. And then they might even say like, oh, I always ask the manufacturer and the source, because they're going to have the most insight on like what's good for this product, what's not. And then you're going to have third-party stuff. I don't particularly know of anything specifically for like stainless steel kind of items and fridges that will be good to take the scratches out. I'll also ask my wife. But anyone, even like we always have a great community here. I wonder if anyone in the community might have any thoughts or ideas on that. And then my other thoughts are, where is it? Because then maybe you can cover it up with like a like magnet, or like an erase board, or like things like that. Like I think I even have one in the carousel. Do I? Yeah, like whether it's like a magnet or putting up like something like their picture on it, and like just covering it. Honestly, it's something sometimes what we've done that's been like, believe it or not, kind of effective. Depending on again where it's at, what's going on. Let's see what else we got here, y'all. Let's see who else is live. I just popped open the live. See what else is going down. Who else is hanging with us? I always like to randomly like pop in and see what's going down. Oh, let's see, is Scott live? Thought I saw Scott with the cool hair. I was wrong. What are the kind of questions you guys got? I always love the questions, by the way. Thanks for asking them. Like just hanging, staying engaged. Let's see what else we want to get into. Ooh, let's go into the grip trainer. I actually just ordered another. Like and like here's the thing, guys. I just probably ordered $300 worth of stuff. Like I get a bunch of sponsors send us free stuff, but sometimes there's just stuff that I want to try and review and break down. And I just order it out of pocket and share it with you guys too. So you can always tell, like, I'll say, hey, this is a sponsored stream, or I'll say it in the title, or I'll say it in the product, in the shoppable title. But just a heads up, not everything is sponsored. You know what I mean? Some things are just, I'm paying out of pocket, and I just like to share it with you guys and just kind of give you the experience that I have from it. All right, let's go back. Boom. Let's check out the ball.
In this video, going over the Fanware stress and wrist training ball. This is great for, again, grip strength, even a little bit of stress release. I like just the shape and the feel and the material. Very durable, and also just a nice ergonomic dynamic for our hand. You can tell it's obviously specifically designed for grip training, even with these loops for our fingers to perfectly slide in. Now this is going to be a little bit more geared and catered toward, again, that flexion and wrist and grip strengthening for this specific motion, which is great, but it's that specific application. Also, again, not only for the training and the grip, but also stress as well. And this can be a great use for adolescents and teens, all the way up to elderly and really everybody in between. But definitely a thumbs up for, again, that wrist and grip development, strength, and stress release as well.
Shabam, y'all. And that's where I would say, like, one of the things I like to see combined with that is not only the flexion, but the extension component of it to be able to work both aspects. Hold on, I just wanted to check something. Oh, you're killing me. Ooh, we got a magic spoon order coming. I just saw that. I'm excited. Just the random bits of excitement. So also, I don't know if you guys saw this. Again, this isn't even a sponsor. It's just like I'm a fan of Magic Spoon. They also have a cereal bar now that I noticed, and I'm pumped about. That's I think one of the things that I ordered. Oh no, that's the I ordered some high protein muffins. That's not gonna be here for like another week. What? What's up with that? All right, let's see what we got in the chat. Yo, what other kind of questions? Let's talk about the pulse ox. This is another one that's, again, this is an easy tool to use to check your heart rate and your heart rate variability. My dog always brings the squeeze ball every time we go to the dentist. Ooh, that's good for nerves. That's a good move. Your daughter's a veteran. I like it. And that's also like the stress relief component of it is pretty big. And I think that's definitely one that can be like, I maybe didn't even stress that as much in the video, but it's literally just a benefit just for that. Or like one of those, like any kind of like stress ball or thing like that.
In this video, we're going over the L-POW Pulse Ox device. So this is super cool. It comes with the batteries. This takes 2 AA batteries. It came with them in the device, so you just pop them in, then you're ready to go. You push this button right here. When your finger's out, it won't take a measurement. You're just going to put your finger in. And then as you can see, it's going to take a couple seconds, and then it's going to tell me my oxygen levels, 60 or 96%. My heart rate is at about 82. And this is great, again, for monitoring your oxygen levels, your heart rate. It's super easy, convenient to use, portable. And because it's compact, it also comes with a cool little like wristband and lanyard so that you can attach this on if you want to. And then again, it comes with the instructions. So it's super easy to set up and use, but it comes with this manual in case you need it as well. Definitely a thumbs up.
Shabam. Shabam, y'all. Hold on, let's see what else we got. Oh, let's go into the charging port. I actually just got a new charging port too. That's going to be pretty clutch. All right, boom. Ooh, that's a good one too. Ashley just sent me a really good idea for something. Good move, Ash. I like it. Let's get our charging port here.
So in this video, we're looking at the Lenshan portable multi-device charger cable. So now this has the lightning cable you're going to plug in to your outlet box, and then you're going to have the option to have 3 different USBs and a lightning cable as well. Now you're going to want to make sure that this is plugged in. This is not just to be portable without having an outlet connected to it, and then you'll be good to go. Again, having multiple devices in one shot is definitely a thumbs up. Easy to travel with, easy to move with. Again, it has that lightning cable. The box is not included, so you're gonna wanna have either like the box or the outlet for it separately. You plug this bad boy in, and then you can use it on multiple devices here. Definitely thumbs up though, y'all.
Ooh. I just got a really exciting email, y'all. Oh, snap. About getting some adjustable dumbbell. Yeah, okay, let's get our adjustable dumbbell on. I see you. Definitely interested in that. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so now we'll get into the mini massage gun. This is another clutch one I love to have on like road trips. I made a video series about 2-3 weeks ago when we were traveling up to and back from New York, and having the resistance bands in the car, having the mini massage gun. These were clutch options. Also, like knowing what things to get at like gas station stops, like where can you get protein or what things to go. That was like a whole thing too. I definitely recommend checking that out. Let's check out the mini massage gun.
So in this video, we're going over the Meroc mini massage gun. And as the name might insinuate, it's a miniature version of what you would traditionally expect to see from a massage gun. And when I say mini, just smaller in size and stature. Now, to be transparent, while it's still super simple to use, the power on it is proportionately less from my experience. With the mini massager, it does have 3 levels. At the top level, you can hear it right now, it still has great intensity, good percussion, super simple to use. It came charged, which is always a thumbs up to me. And the reason I like this for travel, at your desk, being able to have it in your car, like it's a super, super easy and convenient option. And again, it has 4 different attachment heads, have everything from the flat to the bullet to the rounded to the specialized prong, has an instruction manual as well to give you all the insight, and then comes with this nice, simple to grab and go carrier. Definitely a thumbs up, y'all, especially if you're on the go. That's the big one, is the on the go. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't use it if you're not on the go, but to me, here's the reason it's beneficial. Because if you're on the go, it's gonna take up less space, but the downside, or the thing you're kind of sacrificing with giving up space, is you're then potentially losing out on some of the strength that goes along with a bigger, more powerful massage gun. So if you're just kind of hanging out at home, in my opinion, I would get the bigger, more powerful one if you don't have to travel with it. If it's like something you want to have for travel reasons, or maybe you just want to have it easy, you want to have both, like maybe you want to have another one, that's fine too. But just my 2 cents is like for travel reasons, this is going to be the best like bang for your buck, most effective. Speaking of like the car and travel, let's get into the car battery and power bank. This one's pretty clutch and really cool, honestly. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Fantech Apex charger and battery system. So this is a really cool and very functional tool that is great for, again, obviously jumping your car. Now, the cool thing I've gotten about this that's different than just jumping your car from somebody else's battery is because it's external power source. And when you hook it up, it comes with those jumper cables. It will not damage this as a power source. Potentially in other situations, I've gotten from mechanics that if you jump it up to a cable to another person's car, it could potentially actually pull from their battery and not actually jump your car if it's too far gone. So that's just something I wanted to highlight and share with you guys. As you can see, the power source is right here. The cables plug right in on one side. On the other side, you also have a USB plug you can cable and plug it into, along with the lightning cable and power source. So very functional. I really think a versatile piece of equipment. Definitely recommend. All the typing right now, yo. I'm like proficiently typing, or intensely typing. Boom, yo. So that's like another one. What else we got? Let's see what other kind of questions. Again, it's not. I always wonder why. Why, oh why, does my chat not load on my TV right now, or on my monitor? What is the dealio? Amazon's just upsetting. But I think we're getting close towards the end of the stream anyway, so let's kind of see where we're at with that. Let's see if we have any other questions. Yeah, I got about like 5 more minutes, guys. So let's get into some of the other parts I might have missed at this point. What did I miss? Talk about, again, the heated neck massager. I'll just kind of play some B-roll on that. We already have, and then I'll show you guys mine. Because I'm going to upload I still got to upload a bunch of content, honestly, this week. So we have a bunch of videos, like probably like 5 or 10 videos rolling out today and tomorrow. So you guys will be able to see. Let me just check. Okay, I got that. What else? Yeah, let's go straight to the neck massage. Tell me it's odd. I thought it was going to actually load. I thought it was actually going to load. And you know what I realized before we go to that one, I'll actually highlight the earbud translator because I got a good video one of my coaches actually did for me. And he plays just a hilarious character. He's like playing a character in this video. And he's got a great like online personality character that I find extremely entertaining.
Oh, you know what? Before we get into that, let's actually get into. I just realized I have the pants right here. Let me highlight the hiking pants for you guys since I have it right here, and I was looking for that before. And then we'll get into the other video.
This video, we're going over the Fooly men's hiking cargo pants. So I wanted to show you guys this. I actually just tested these out as a workout option as well. So I not only just gave these outside for a little bit of a hike, but I actually did a workout in them. And they're absolutely a thumbs up. So this is a really interesting mix. They're 96% nylon, 4% spandex. So they got some nice like stretch and give to them. And they got this nice little stretch component under here at the bottom, so you can tuck it into our boots, have the socks in them, and you get full range of motion squats. They're really, really helpful for not only the active component of the gym, but going on hikes, cycling, all that good stuff. They have a nice pocket right here. You can throw my wallet, my phone, anything like that in. We also got a little bit of a deeper pocket on the other side for a water bottle, anything like that. We got our regular pockets right here. Throw a phone, keys. We got our back pockets here. Again, they have that Velcro component so you can throw things in there and they're not going to fall. Notice I can sit, no restrictions. They feel really good. Definitely really enjoying the material, the fit, the feel, and a thumbs up for anyone just living an active lifestyle. And if you want to be able to go from like hiking to working out, or just like if you for work, maybe manual labor, construction, things like that, and getting it right to the gym, these honestly would be a great option for that. I definitely recommend it. A thumbs up.
Shabam, y'all. All right, now let's get into our next one. What else we got? Now we'll go into. Let's get that translator. If I feel like that's going to be the video that's going to pop up next, I could be wrong. Let's see if we can find our Mace Hammer Time video. No. Here we go. There's my man, Mace Hammer Time. Let's get it, Mace. Look at that mullet. He lets us know what's up. Wait for it. There it is.
Buongiorno. Aloha. Welcome. This is Mace Hammer. I'm the greatest product reviewer in the known universe, and I'm here to do another Mace Hammer Time product review of a Hammer Time approved product. I just said product a lot. So today we're going to be going over the Time Kettle M2 translating earbuds. They're in my ear right now. Can't even barely see them. Alright? These things are amazing. What they do is they translate one language to another in real time in your ear holes. Alright? They support 40 different languages. You can go order food anywhere in the world with these things. Knows everything. Also gets the accents right. 93 different accents. Alright? This is instant voice language translating. No liars here, baby. Bluetooth. Alright? This is 2022. Bluetooth. Alright? True wireless. You can listen to your tunes on here.
Oh yeah.
Get your calls on here. They're universal. What they do that other AirPods and earbuds don't do. These can understand any language. I was vacuuming the house, put on some novellas. I understand the entire plot. Amazing. These are highly recommended. The Time Kettle M2 language translating earbuds. 500 Hammer Time out.
Bam, y'all. Get that up. Boom. All right. Shabam. And then Josh Young, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, homie. Yeah, that actually brings us to the end of the stream, y'all. That was a perfect way to go out with a bang. I was actually just texting Mace Hammer Time to be like, yo, dude, I got to drop off some more products for you. So let me swing by later and go over some stuff. I'm also thinking I might even have Mace Hammer Time help me out with some live streams. So we'll see what goes down with that. Someone's overtime first match. Whoa, snap. Oh, snap. Mace Hammer Time. Dude, that's awesome. So May Summertime's son just won a wrestling match. He was just texting me the video. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna go get out of here. Ooh, guys, stay tuned. So Ashley is putting together a new like jungle gym-esque fun play toy that my in-laws got us or got the kids for Christmas. So it's early. We're putting together early because we're making an awesome shoppable video on it. So check the storefront for that. And I'll see you guys later. Cheers, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for hanging with me. Again, I set the schedule for the week. I'm going to set it ahead of time now so you guys can set reminders. I got one set for Saturday as well. We're going to be doing a sponsor stream. I'm going to be pushing it back an hour because I have a client I'm going to train actually at 2, so we're going to end up doing it at 3. But cheers, y'all.